My name's Anthony Brophy. I'm 33 years of age. I'm from Ireland, Dublin, and I've been homeless 15 years, 4 years this time around. I became homeless because of a dodgy landlord. He was subletting. Banks came in that really owned the property, and I ended up homeless because of it. I've been homeless ever since. I'm drug free, alcohol free, and I'm independent. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to sort out my situation now at the moment, my homeless situation. It's nice to be alone sometimes, but it's scary also. The streets is a rough place. There's a lot of drugs, there's a lot of violence, and we don't get the respect we need off other people. Like, people look down on homeless people, and hopefully I'll change this. Like, you know what I mean? This is one of my goals, is to change this. Me personally, at first I was very scared. Like, I was a kid. Like, you know what I mean? I grew up in a flats like normal people. Like, you know what I mean? Lost my father at a young age. Sent the whole family into turmoil. Just ended up in and out of juvies, little hostels, kids hostels. You know what I mean? In and out of the streets. Had my own private rented then when I decided to get out of the homelessness, and it kind of helped. Being homeless, having no stability, is a hard thing. You know what I mean? You don't know where you're going to sleep one day to the next. You don't know where your next meal is going to come from. You don't know how you're going to get clean. You don't know how to wash your clothes. You don't know where you're going to have a shower. Places like this, things like this, and it's hard. The scary part of it is you don't know who's going to come up in you at night time. Like, you don't know if somebody's going to kick you in the stomach or kick you in the face when you're asleep in the doorway, or if you're on a park bench, like somebody comes up and urinates on you or something like that. Like, it's scary. Like, you know what I mean? You have drugs are everywhere in the homeless sector. Like, you know, even in all these hostels they build to help you out and stuff like this, they're no good. I've been in these places and I stopped. I've been living rough on the streets now for the last 3 years. This time around, you know what I mean? 4 years homeless this time around, and it doesn't get any easier. It gets worse and worse and worse. I surround myself with a few friends, like, you know what I mean, that I trust, and it's good. It's handy, like, you know what I mean. I squat out. It's kind of easy. It's kind of hard sometimes. Like, depends on how long you have it for. Nothing's certain with homelessness. Like, so yeah, I find it hard. Got the idea from being homeless. Like, you know what I mean. I was sick of people thinking that homeless people just wanted to help, that put their hand out for a freebie, looking to get something off the system. I know from my personal experiences that it's not the case. Like, people just want a chance to live. The proper way to live is in a home, like, not on a street. Like, you know what I mean? To be free in this world is to be homeless. Like, that's to be free. Like, but to be free doesn't work, because when you're free, people forget about you. You know what I mean? Because you're free and you do your own thing. One of my aims is to change awareness, about awareness and the stigma about homelessness. Like, you know what I mean? I want to make more people aware that homeless people aren't just down and outs, addicts and mentally disabled people, you know what I mean, or even alcoholics for that matter. Like, the system at the moment is just there to help those type of people, like, you know what I mean. Although it says it helps people in my position as well, but there's no aftermath scenario there. Like, you know what I mean. Like, if we go into a hostel for 6 months, we get bounced to another hostel and so on and so forth. That has to change, like, you know what I mean, because there's no system to say, oh yeah, we get you into a house, like, we get you into a place to live. Like, there's none of that. I also want to take 5 to 10 homeless people away around Europe and hopefully the world, and help homeless people. It's just basically so homeless people can see themselves, like, in Ireland and around the world, that, like, just because you're homeless, you're not helpless. You can do something, and most of them feel like they can do something, and they just don't get the opportunity. And hopefully I can give that opportunity with the right help from other people, and the right amount of donations and everything else coming in. You know what I mean? I can get this on board, like, because it's a non-profit organisation at the end of the day, and that's the biggest goal. That nobody makes money out of this. The money goes into helping people. You know what I mean? And that's it. Like, to change the homelessness in Ireland, it's got to be a very big feat for anybody. Like, you know what I mean? Even for the governments now, empowering right now, they find it very hard. It's just because they don't have the right information. I think we will help with the right information. We will help. We will opening a lot more eyes than are actually on the subject at the moment. Like, yeah, the public are aware of certain aspects of homelessness, and so are the government, but they're not aware that like homeless people matter too. Like, you know what I mean? Homeless people, like, they have got minds that can do stuff that everybody else can do too. Like, you know what I mean? And some people exceed that. Like, I want to go away, and I want to show these people that we're a little bit of help. If you want to stand up and do something for yourself, do something for somebody else first, so that way they can stand up and then they know they can do this too. You know what I mean? And then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then all homeless people stand up together and say, the only way we're ever going to change homelessness is if we change it ourselves. That's the only way it'll ever work. That's the only way I ever see homelessness in the world ending, is homeless people grow up and changing themselves, because relying on the people we're relying on now, it's taking too long. There's more and more people coming to the streets every day and every day and every day, and then there's loads and loads and loads of empty buildings that closed. I want to try and do something with the government and try and get these opened up. Hopefully with a bit of luck with the charity, if we do raise enough money, I could open up something like this and rent these places out to homeless people, you know what I mean, and give them the opportunity to say, yeah, there's your chance now. Do something real, you know what I mean? If you end up homeless again, like, you know what I mean? What's the point? Like you have to be able to do this, like, you know what I mean? If you're people are human beings, like, I mean, we all have brains, like, we all deserve to be able to use them, like, I mean, being homeless, you don't get a chance, you know what I mean? You're left to fend on the streets, like, and it's rough, you know what I mean?